In the last couple of days, traveling to the United States has become dramatically more dangerous, as the expansion of the US surveillance state is now going to hit all travelers traveling into the United States, making people give up the last 5 years of their personal data, their DNA, their fingerprints, and their retinal scans. And while this all seems bordering on sci-fi, many of these technologies have already been implemented into the United States. The notorious case of trying to do pre-crime by Palantir in New Orleans, Louisiana. And that was much more basic technology almost a decade ago now. Just one example I can give you is right now there is a massive data set of biometric data, specifically people's DNA from around the world, because the company 23andMe went bankrupt, and that data set is out there in the world, and that is easily utilized and purchased by companies but also governments to do matching with the data set that they're building right now in the Trump administration with their own DNA swabs that they're implementing with each and every person entering the country. You connect that data set with another and another and another, which are sold on the market all the time with very, very little regulation in most countries. Well, you start having a big problem where governments and corporations can track you anywhere and know everything about you, probably even more than you know yourself. And with Donald Trump asking for you to literally turn over the passwords to all of your social media accounts and those of your friends and family's personal records that in many countries with data protection it would be literally illegal to do, that means there is very little privacy happening from the US government. And for the US government under Donald Trump, one that is for sale, well, your data can get in a lot more hands then. When you think more about this and understand that many of the Silicon Valley tech lords that are behind Donald Trump are also heavily invested in their own surveillance technologies and AI companies, and even more scarily, are highly invested in eugenics. Millions and millions of people travel into the US every year, and millions more will go because of the Olympics and the World Cup happening in the United States. This is a dangerous situation where your data could be turned over to the US federal government and then from there to other places because one of your friends decided to go to a football game. Everyone should really think hard if they have never said anything that could be twisted as negative of the United States or Donald Trump or the Republican Party, because I guarantee something that you will think would be unoffensive would be very offensive to the ICE agent who gets a big pat on the back if he deports you. Because right now, the US is tariffing every country in the world and has caused all of our lives to get much more expensive. So why on earth would you reward that behavior? And why on earth would you take the risk of ending in a ICE deportation camp because some border guard needs to make his quota? Because honestly, everyone thinks it's not going to be them until it is.